say Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas. Congrats on being great moms and leaders in your family. Appreciate you as husbands, sons, fathers. So we're super excited to have Jessica here. Raylan's going to come up and talk a little bit about her and introduce her. We are extremely excited with the business going the way it's going, with customers being more important than ever in terms of a paycheck. Having her here is just, it seems right. And she's super special, so we're excited to have her. And so kind of the tradition that we're getting into is showing a little motivational video to kind of wake you guys up. It's a little early, right, Saturday morning. We want everyone to be fired up and be ready to listen to all that Jess has to give us. So this one's a little edgy. It's only about 4 minutes long. So if you don't like cuss words, plug your ears because there's a couple in there. Not many. It's a little edgy.
I'm gauging right now to see who's in case one slips out. I'm just gauging.
So let's watch this, get fired up, and get ready for Jess to come up and blow us away here. Hang on a second.
What's the name of that video?
Yeah. You are my girl.
Cindy goes, I didn't hear any cuss words.
Good.
I didn't hear any cuss words.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah.
They said, that's the thing. That's mild. That's very mild. Hey, ladies. All right, guys. So, welcome. Again, happy Mother's Day to everyone. And I was thinking about how I was going to introduce you. And so I thought I would start back my very first memory. So, our son, I can't remember what happened, but he broke his phone. And he was not even close to being ready to get a new phone, you know what I mean? So, I told him, I said, hi, girls. I said, why don't you ask some of your friends if, somebody has, like, an extra phone? And, so he came back and he said, Mom, none of my friends have extra anything. They don't have extra money, they don't have extra food, they don't have extra gas, they don't have extra anything. So I thought, well, I'll post it on my Facebook page. Maybe somebody has an extra phone. So, and we're completely willing to give somebody money for it, obviously. So Jessica says, I have one. What's your address? I'm like, what? And so I called her. I'm like, okay, what do you want for it? She's like, oh no, I just need your address. So you have no idea. Like, that just really set the tone for who you are, first of all. And I have been, when you first meet somebody and you just know that's your people, you can kind of sense that. And I've always sensed so much you and I go. So we chat all the time. We try to inspire each other all the time. We're going to do more of that coming up. But Jessica is, in my opinion, she might not agree with me, but she is a genius in so many things in this business. But what I love about her most is that she's just consistent. And I feel like from stage we heard that a lot in Nashville, that consistency is really the key to everything. And you don't even have to be good. You just have to be consistent, quite honestly. You don't have to always say the right thing or do the right thing or post the right thing, or it doesn't have to always be at the right time or anything like that. You just have to be consistent. So not only is she consistent, but she's geniusly consistent, I believe. And she has so much to give. And so, you guys, this is her very first full regional that she's doing. I feel like there's no more awesome group than you guys to welcome her, because I know you guys are so fabulous. So please help me welcome Miss Jessica Stout.
All right, so she said it, so I don't have, but I'm going to say it too. This is my very first regional, and I'm so grateful it's with you guys. I have met so many of you, and you were so sweet. A lot of you came up to me at conference, and were excited that I was coming, and I appreciate that so much. So bear with me, because this is the first time I have notes. I'm not one of those slick people that's going to just fly off the cuff. Not this time, at least. Maybe I'll come back sometime and be able to do that. But so I'm going to ask 2 favors of you. It's okay. The first one is I'm going to be real, and I hope that's okay with you. And I'm going to be honest, because God didn't give me a very strong filter. So that's why I said if a cuss word slips out, just forgive me. But I'm a truth teller. I tell it like it is, or at least how it works for me. And so I hope that's beneficial to you, because we can all give the how-tos that they tell us by the book. And that's not always practical at times in your own life. So I'm going to tell you what's been practical in my life and what's worked. And then the second thing is, I want to be able to incorporate my faith in this. Don't want to beat you over the head with it, but I don't know how to share what this business has done for me without sharing the God blessings that have been sprinkled throughout it. So, hey girl. So I'm going to share those 2 things, the truth, my truth at least, and then also my faith with you, if that's okay today. So first of all, I'm going to tell you a tiny bit about myself, because I don't know all of you well. I'm from Indianapolis area. So this is my first time in Kansas, and I've got to say, here's what Neora is. Neora is a friend who flies from Indiana to be here, because it's the first time you've presented a regional. I'm coming. I was like, what? So booked a flight and came just so I could see her face. And she wants to visit with her team too. So I'd like to think it's so that she's support. So I appreciate that. So there's my crew. I've got Noah is almost 17 years old. He'll be 17 at the end of this month. Molly is going to be 14 this summer. Alex is 11. Been married to my husband for 15 years, Kyle. And then that's our girl Bella. Here's what I want to share with you. I am busy. I know a lot of you are busy, right? And we can use that as an excuse, or we can use it to just get stuff done. So that's what I try to do. We are the parents of 3. All 3 kids are in traveling sports, so they keep us very busy. My husband is an elementary school principal, so I say we have 3 kids. He says we have 483 kids. Luckily, 480 of them we get to send home at the end of a school day. So we're just busy, and I work a full-time job. We have a family business, a sales and marketing business. Sales and marketing in that world does not help in this world. It's a whole different ball game. But it's been interesting to watch the difference in the 2, the business world and then the social world that we do. And that's been a fascinating thing. Family business. I work with my dad and my mom, and I have one other business partner. I make a great income. I don't need another job. That wasn't ever something that I was looking for. And I share that with you because there's people that you know that are on your chicken list right now that have great jobs, but you think they might have the personality that could thrive in this, or the skill set to thrive in this, or heck, you just would like to do this and have fun with them and be able to travel with them and take them places with you. Don't judge their income based on what they need or want. I didn't need this for an income. I still truly don't need this for an income, but what it's given me is way beyond that. And I did need it. I did need it. I just didn't realize I needed it at the time. So here's how I got started in the business. I have a good friend in my hometown who's my sponsor, and she called me and she wanted to do a party. So she called me and asked if I could help her book the clubhouse for the neighborhood that we live in. And so I told her I would. I get free rentals, so I booked the clubhouse for her, and she said, and you get to come to my party. And I really was not lying. I could not go. I was not one of the excuse makers. I legitimately, we had something that day and I couldn't go. So I told Kyle, I was like, listen, I want to support Jenny. I'm just going to order product. I don't do makeup. I do mascara and chapstick. That's it. I wash my face with whatever bar of soap in the shower. Hate to tell you. And so I knew I wasn't going to like it. I definitely wasn't going to use it because I didn't do all that stuff. So at the time, we had night cream, day cream, and the firming cream. So I ordered the trio, and it came, and Kyle was like, you're buying more stuff you're not going to use. It's just going to go under the cabinet. So I decided to try the night cream, and I put it on my face, and I could feel it tighten right away. So my husband's a fabulous sport. He said, get in here and put this on your face. And so he did. We ended up, I actually used the product. I used it 3 months in a row. And then my sweet penny pinching husband said, awesome that you love it. He's the better side of me, because I'm like, let's buy 5. And he's like, let's wait 2 months and buy 1. So he said, listen, it's great that you love it, but Jenny said you could get it for free. I was like, that means me doing something else. I've got this. I've got a job. I don't want anything else. He's like, you know enough people. Don't make it a business. Just get your product for free. So I signed up and thought I had lost my mind. I signed up technically in May, and I did nothing until July. I was one of those people that got the kit and went, you can sit over there, and I kind of hid it in my closet. Kyle knew I ordered it, but I hid it because I was like, not doing that. And I told my sponsor, if you say I've joined this business, if you post anything on Facebook, quitting. So don't do that to me. I was so afraid of what other people would think. And that took a while to get over, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Another thing I want to share with you really quickly before we get going, 2 more little stories. My daughter was diagnosed as a type 1 diabetic February 23rd, 2015. And I told you I started in May. So it was a time in my life when life was kind of chaotic. We were still trying to figure out how to put our feet back underneath us from a chronic illness diagnosis. If you know anything about type 1, it's not something you can just take a pill. Every bite that goes into Molly's body, a shot goes into her arm. And it will be that way for the rest of her life until there's a miracle or a cure, which we pray for every single day. But, so that was my life at the time. It was kind of turmoil, and I think I kind of was just so numb, I just jumped, which was the biggest gift that I've ever been given. One other cool little God story that I'll share, and it's kind of how, it kind of was what the shift was in my mind about what New York could be for me. And that is, I told you that I have a 17-year-old, but I've been married to my husband for 15 years. So I was married prior, and so high school sweetheart, and we ended up divorced. Choices that I didn't make or want to make, but that needed to happen at that point in time. And so my ex-husband got remarried, has 2 kids, but I kind of let him do his thing. I was like, Jesus loves them, but he can love them over there. He can love me over here. I didn't need our worlds to collide unless it was for Noah's benefit. So about 6 months into the business, I get a private message from his wife, my ex-husband's wife, who I literally had never spoken to. Like, I wouldn't even look at her. I've come a long way with personal development. We'll just say that. So literally, I never said her name out loud, never looked at her. Didn't hate her, I just didn't want to open my world to her. So I get a message from her, and she said, hey, interested in Miriam, could you send me some information? So I said to my husband, like, I'm being published. A camera's going to come around the corner and be like, gotcha. But she was being serious. So Kyle, again, the better half of me, said, send her the information. Make money off her. She wants to buy something from you, make money off her. Let her give you your product for free. So I did. I sent her information. And 24 hours later, she wrote back and said, awesome. Sold on the product. Think I want to join your team. And I said to Kyle, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my whole entire life. And she proceeded to say to me, I have friends that do the business, but I'd rather join under you. Well, she was way further ahead in personal development than I am. What she was doing was building a bridge, but I didn't want it built. So I said to my husband, seriously, like, this is the dumbest thing. And we were getting ready to go to bed, and Kyle rolled over and he said, you know, here we go, I cry all the time. Just brace yourself. He said, maybe God's going to use a bottle of night cream to change our relationship. And I said to him, well, God's stupid. And so are you. And I rolled over and I went to bed. And I woke up the next morning with a 10,000-pound weight on my shoulder and thought, who am I to say? So I shared the information with her. She joined my team. She's still on my team. It has changed our entire relationship. It has benefited him greatly. We've taken family photos together at Christmas, all of us, so that Noah could have all of us in one picture together. I babysit their kids. I sucker. I do. If they need a date night now, they'll call and we babysit the kids. So I share that with you because sometimes we get in this for free products. Sometimes we get in this for income. Sometimes we get in this for a million different reasons. I never got in this thinking God was going to take me somewhere of healing, and that's exactly where he took me. So if I never got a customer, if I never made any money, that alone, God has shown me the purpose in this for my life. Whether September stays or not, at this point it doesn't matter because that bridge has been built and God has restored that for us. So very cool thing to hear. My ex-husband's kids call me Aunt Jessica. They love my kids. So So it's been a really cool thing that it wouldn't have happened without this medium. So sometimes you think what you're showing people, what you're presenting people is a bottle of night cream. It could be something that changes your life, their life, and it isn't always about our connection became a business, but sometimes that's not at all what it is. It's just because God needed you to interact with those people. So that's what I want to encourage you. That's the way I've kind of taken this business and gained customers, is that I just used any opportunity God's put in front of me to connect with people. And if it leads to business, awesome. If it leads to a sale, great. But if it leads to someone just needing prayer support, be open to that too. Because I guarantee your life will be richer if you open your heart to all those things. So, that's my story. I really did start for free product. It has given me a free car. It's given me income. It's given me free vacations. But truly, that is minimal in any of this. I would let all of that go for the person that has helped me become, for the person it continues to push me to be, and for the relationships that it has blessed me with. So that's my little story. So I'm a customer getter, and I've been in Neora 4 years, and I just share this with you because I want you to trust me that I can help you become a customer getter. 3 of the 4 years, there you go.
Yeah.
3 of the 4 years, I have been able to earn one of the top 10 spots as a customer getter in the company. And here's why it matters now. It's always mattered. I've always made a good income. I don't have the strongest team yet. They're coming to me. They just haven't made their way to me yet. You can make an income before by being a customer getter.
Yep.
Now we're to the point with the new comp plan you can make a living. My income has tripled. My team has not changed. It's strictly, they have made these changes that are now benefiting us for going out and getting customers and keeping customers. And so that's what I want to share with you guys today, kind of how to make that happen. You guys benefit from getting customers, and your team does too. So if you can be a customer getter, and you can help teach your team to be a customer getter, you're going to benefit, they're going to benefit, and then you also get bonuses off what your team can do. So all of those are powerful pieces. And then they're going to see that, and they're going to want their own team. So it's all, everything that Neora does is built to snowball us forward. So, trips, there's a reason why they do new volume, new customers for trips. They want us moving forward. They're not trying to make it hard on us. They want us there. They want us to move forward and to continue to grow and not just get a free vacation, but to be somewhere different a year from now than what we are now, where we're at right now. So, before we dive into the customer getting part, I'm going to kind of go through I call them the Neora headlines, every regional, the things that they want us to show you guys and talk about. So, of course, we got our lineup. And how many of you guys were at conference? Holy smokes, no wonder you guys are on fire. Success leaves clues. And there's a reason why you guys are here. There's a reason why you guys went to conference. Those of you who couldn't get to conference that are here right now, get yourself to the next one. But you guys are doing the activity. It's like preaching to the choir every time. You guys are doing the activity. You guys are going to be the leaders. The leaders that you saw up front this last time, you could be there next time. Because what you're doing is going to be the activity that gets you there. So, who's tried the new sunscreen? Awesome. Okay. If you haven't, it rocks. The price, I do too. That's so good. I know. The price point's amazing. I won't go through. Here's the thing. People get really caught up in the ingredients. What does it contain? Is it this? Is it that? If you have a customer that asks those specific questions, we have all the professional information you can give them. Don't get caught up in that. What you need to get caught up in is being excited, sharing a before and after, or a personal story. You can't share a before and after with this one, but you can share, what it's doing, educate them a little bit. Don't get caught up in the minutia. You're going to have, if you have 100 customers, you may have 1 or 2 that ask for the ingredient list, or that ask for, why is this different? What's patented in this? Those are very few. So don't waste your time studying that kind of stuff. Spend your time doing a activity that's going to move you forward. There's all the good stuff. You can read all this if you don't know about it. Here's what I wanted to share with you, because I know I still get the question, when can we order it? So if you're a brand partner, which you are, or if you have preferred customers that are existing current customers, they can order right now. We have to do it as a one-time order. What they've done, which rocks, is lower the shipping because it's going to be a one-time order. You can't combine it with your ADO. Shipping is normally $9.95. It's, I believe, $5.95. That sound right? Okay. So encourage your existing customers to try one of these. You do get trip volume for it, which rocks because you don't normally get trip volume for existing customers, but they're going to give you 40 trip volume for someone trying something new. So starting next month, you can add it to your ADO, and if it's a new customer, they can order it now. Just go to the website, sign up as a new customer. It's available for them, but they do pay the $9.95 shipping. So work on upselling them so they get that free shipping. Because $9.95 shipping on a $44 item is a lot. And I don't know about you, but I hate paying shipping. I'll like add 19 things to my cart and be like, could I save $10? I did so good, Kyle. So that's that. Then we have the acne. I don't know if you guys have tried the acne pads. They're fantastic. I will tell you, I don't struggle with acne. I do at times get your little breakdowns. But what it has done for me is I tend to be really oily. And this has killed it. So in the night now, and I like wipe my forehead, and I'm like, dang. I'm not like, oily. So it does 5 things in one. You can read all about it. Again, you can order that just like you do the sunscreen product. So same format, one-time order now, add it to your ADO next month. Okay, we're going to go through the recognition really quickly, but I put the next slide on the next slide for a reason, and that is our lovely 10 core commitments. And you guys hear them, people share them all the time. But I'll be honest with you, when I feel really stuck, or someone from my team says they feel really stuck, the first thing I do is flash this in front of them. I'm sure they hate me. And ask them, what core are you? Are you 2 core? Are you 3 core? Are you 4 core? Are you 10 core? And that's usually a sign for them about what they can do. Because all these are activities. All these are a activity that's going to move you forward, that's going to push you to the next level. So if you are at a position right now in rank, and you don't want to be here a year from now, this is what you need to focus on. And this isn't being 10 core once a week or once every week. It's being 10 core every single day. So some of these things, it's easy. Complete the new brand partner training if you're a new brand partner. I would tell you, with all the changes with Neora, if you haven't redone the new brand partner training, consider doing it. It's fast, it's easy, it's going to give you some information you may not know, but the other thing it's going to do is when you bring somebody new on and you tell them to do this, you know exactly what they're seeing. So if they have questions, you can coach them through it. Commit to 2 a day, we'll talk a lot about that because I swear that's the way to be a customer getter. Share the products again at 2 a day. Attend weekly market parties and results parties. Attend the weekly training, which weekly training, you guys have it literally anywhere you go. In your back office, you have Neora U every single week. And if you're not plugging into that, and if you're not plugging into the corporate update call, I would highly recommend you do that. Those 2 simple things will keep you plugged in, especially if you're someone who feels like you don't have necessarily the support all around you that you want or need. That's all the support you need. Because they're going to give you all the information, and you have everything you need within you to do it. So listen to the information and go apply it. That's all you've got to do. Monthly regionals, congratulations. You're at least 1 core today. Those of you who raised your hand, you attended the corporate conference, and we'll talk about the next one that's coming up. Commit to personal development. Again, that's been huge for me. I graduated college, went to work immediately in my family business, never had done personal development. I honestly would go through a bookstore and see those kind of things and think, woo, you're out there. But now, once I finally started doing this, I realized it doesn't just make you a better business person, it makes you a better friend, a better mother, a better child if your parents are still with us. That right there will change your entire life. And it will also make the ups and downs of this business roll off your back. So I highly, it's a non-negotiable, personal development. Find a workout partner. If you don't, how many of you guys actually have a workout partner? All right. If you don't have one, talk to somebody in your upline and find one. I didn't realize how powerful that was, especially in the beginning when I was starting, because I thought, what am I going to do? What are we going to tell each other? But it is just another person in your corner. It's another person that will call you on your excuses, kindly, but it's another person that will just push you to the next level. I know Raylan and I lately, she'll text me and say, how many customers have shipped for you this month so far? And I'll tell her, how many for you? And then we're kind of jockeying. We both want each other to win. There's no winning as us doing better than we did last month. But us pushing each other and calling each other on, I have to admit, a couple of times she said, you know, what's your volume right now? And I have to go to my back office. So those are the kind of things that a workout partner can do for you. It's not somebody you want to complain to. I have a workout partner named Erin Miller. I don't know if any of you know Erin. She just hit area marketing director. And if I call her and I have a complaint, she'll say, okay, tell me what the complaint is. Now stop talking about it and what's our solution to move forward. And that's what she does for me. So find a workout partner. There is someone that is perfect for everybody in here. And if you get a partner and you decide it doesn't work, then you move on to somebody else. It's not like you're married to this person. It's just someone to help move you forward in this business, someone cheering you on. And then be here a year from now. And I would change that and tell you be here 5 years from now. Because I know for me in the first year, I still felt really, really new. Still felt like kind of every time I turned around, I was learning something that I didn't know. I didn't have the confidence. So I would tell you if you're currently employed, I don't know how far you progressed in your first year at your current employer, but it probably wasn't very far. You wouldn't think twice about giving it 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, a lifetime. So if you're serious about this, I would tell you give it 5 years. Because in 5 years, you won't recognize the person that you are. But in that first year, it's easy to ride that roller coaster. And you may not even be sure at the end when you're like, I keep doing this, it's a lot of work. You do. And at year 5, you're going to go, never go anywhere else. Life changing. So be here 5 years from now. I'm sure Jeff wouldn't mind. One of his 10 core commitments, I'm sure he'd be great with that. So let's go through it. So if you are a new brand partner from the last regional, stand up. Do you have any new people? I have the hardest thing I think ever is to walk into that first regional because everybody's hugging each other, knowing each other, and you're like, I just want to sit, don't talk to me, don't look at me because I don't know you and I just want to get through this next 4 hours. So congratulations for being here. You guys are the ones that will move and shake in this business because you've committed to being here today. So don't let the energy and excitement you have today ever leave. Choose to continue it, choose to keep it, show up every month, and you'll be shocked. I mentioned this. I wanted to throw this up here. So new brand partners, if you have not done neora.com/start, do it. Do yourself a favor. And redo it anytime you think you need to. I try to do this at least every 6 months. I actually have it in my planner to do it every 6 months because you're at a different place 6 months from now that you are today, and it does help. It helps keep you fresh. And at the end of the day, the stuff that you do when you first get started is the stuff you need to do every single day. And I think the further we progress in the business, you think you've got to be at a higher level and do different things. It's not. It's doing the same activities you did day one when you signed up. Getting excited, sharing about it, following up, repeat. Anybody a brand partner plus? Stand up. Senior brand partners. No? Y'all just catapult to learn about them. Elite brand partners. Whoop. I didn't mean to skip you. Elite. Excellent. Premier brand partners.
Is that the next one before the director level?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay! I appreciate that so much because I was just saying this morning, like, I'm not even sure what rank I am.
Yeah.
Like, all I know is that I'm not going to be in the second rank next time. So that's all I care about. I'll just keep moving on up somehow. I'll just climb that ladder. Team directors. All right, so if you are an elite director, please stand. No, please don't. If you have earned your Lexus car bonus, regardless of your rank, please stand. Here's what I want to share. If you guys are newer in this business and you think that Lexus seems so far away, it's not. And you have people sitting right beside you that have done it. So this isn't like a mythical unicorn pink car out there that nobody gets and nobody sees. You may see one like every year and go, wow, what's Mary Kay? We get them, we use them. You're going to know lots of people that have them. If you have, I know on the way here, I don't know how you come, but however we came, whatever highway we came down, we passed a lovely Lexus dealership. If you don't have your Lexus yet, either stop by there and sit in one, pick out the color you want, the kind you want, or go online and create your dream car and print it off. Yeah.
So to print out the Lexus logo, I cut it out and tape it onto your steering wheel.
Oh, that's a great idea.
In your car, you're looking at a Lexus.
That's a great idea. I actually ordered a Lexus keychain off of Amazon and put it on my keys so that every time I grabbed my keys to get in my car, I saw the Lexus. And it wasn't, nobody else saw it. It wasn't a big deal. Every time I grabbed that keychain, I thought, that's what I'm working hard for. And so you guys are, this is so obtainable. It really is. I don't know any company that you can do this. I don't know any job that you can do this in this amount of time. Premier directors? Hey. Area marketing directors. That's the next step for me. That's what's going to happen. National marketing directors. Can I share what's happened in this last month for you? Sure. Okay. So, if you know the Whitney's history with the business and how things changed and teams shifted and teams changed, and we're always our highest rank, right? So, if you hit NMD, you're always going to be an NMD. You may not be currently qualified at that level. And Mike and Raylyn last month re-qualified for National Marketing Director, and you guys, that is huge.
Yes.
When we talked about it, you should ask them what they did to make it happen. They had a huge amount of volume left on the very last day of the month, $12,000 worth of volume that had to be pulled from somewhere, and they made it happen, and it wasn't easy, and they put a lot of work into it, but it was a whole lot of people doing a little. So ask them sometime how they did it, and they'll share, because if all of us did that every single month, we'd all be standing up. I sincerely mean it. And looking at anything else, I was like, I know what I need to do. Do you have any silvers? Gold? All right. Not yet. Not yet. That's next stop up there. That's where we're going next. If you haven't heard, there is a new pack for just the month of May. And Amber has promised it's going away at the end of May, and it won't be back for at least a year, if ever. So if you have anybody who's ever even mentioned the business slightly, throw this in front of. It's an incredible mix of products. So you see what they get up there, and it's $299. So it's an incredible opportunity for people who are interested in the business, but the $500 is either intimidating or they can't financially do it. Introduce this new pack to them. This month, and if you're not having parties, we'll talk about that in a little bit, especially this month when you have something like this, you have a reason to invite every person. If you've invited them 19 times, you have a reason to invite them number 20. Because this could be a game changer for many of you and really build your team quickly. So we talked a few of us were talking a little bit in here. They announced the next trip, Cabo San Lucas. We already have someone who's going. So I know you guys saw that at a conference. They drew a name, somebody who was a founding member who was at conference, and you got extra entries if you had more people on your team, and they drew your name, and I cried. I sat there and cried. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So if you've never been on a vacation with Neora, you've never been on a vacation. They are so much fun. I told somebody, I said, take adult spring break, right? But you don't have to pay anything, and you're going to a 5-star resort, and you get to hang out poolside with Jeff and Amber and Bo, and everybody who you love and admire, and you're just one big family. It's just so much fun.
And you don't have to take your top off.
Did we have to take tops off? Is there a story here? Oh, spring break. Yeah, no, there's none of that. I assure you, or at least none that I've ever seen. It may happen. All right, so we talked about conference. Here's the next one. Mark it on your calendar now. Make it a priority. Block it out. If you wait to decide to go, you're going to have 19,000 things that come up, right? May's busy. You've got Mother's Day, graduations, proms, million sporting events if you've got kids or grandchildren. Make the decision now. Take out your calendar. mark off 14, 15, 16, put a big X over it. Then when somebody says, hey, do you have plans? You go, yes, I do. Because you've already committed and you've already blocked it off. You can't buy your ticket right now because you don't have the money financially to do that. It's fine. Make the commitment, decide to go, mark it on your calendar. You do not, I promise you do not. You do not want to miss this. Okay. Before we talk about customers, I want to touch briefly on, I mentioned RRPs, real results parties. Some people love them, some people hate them. What I can tell you is they work. So I'm in the Indianapolis area, and we have Miss Wendy Hatton, 2 hours away, who is the party queen. And I see people on her team blow up, and I'll reach out to them and say, what are you doing? And they say, party. And my first question, which is probably yours, is how in the world do you get people there? Right? We know what to do. RRPs aren't hard. They're actually really fun. But it's getting booties in the seat. That's the hard part. So I have picked their brain. Raylan said, mention RRPs, because we've had some people that have tried them that are disappointed because people don't come, and we've all been there. And I will tell you who's had a party that no one's come. Okay? Who's had a party that people said they were going to come and then didn't come. Yeah. Yeah. Fella broke my back. I mean, there's always an excuse of why they couldn't come. So my best advice, suck it up and get over it. It happens. It's happened to every national marketing director I've ever asked. It still happens to them. I mean, there's people that are standing walking stage and are making $1 million a year, and they can't get butts in the seat sometimes. Okay? It's just the way it is. People are busy. Honestly, it kind of intimidates them because they know what we're going to talk to them about. Buying product or presenting an opportunity. We can say, come have wine, come hang out, girl time. It's not what we mean. We mean, I love you, I would love to do this with you, please come. So, be real about how you're asking people, right? Don't say, come hang out for girl time. I mean, yeah, that's part of it. But if you have someone in your circle that you think would be great at this, just say, I can't get you off my heart and mind. Will you come and just listen? And if it's not for you, no big deal. And if it is, I'll share more information with you. But just come here. Okay, so people are going to appreciate honesty. So I asked Wendy and several people on her team, what do you do? And Wendy said, here's what she said to me. She said her best advice is get over it. So it happens. What matters is what you do next. So that's the key to this business. You don't have people show up to an RRP. All right, suck it up. What are you going to do next? You can have another one, or you can never have another one because 4 people didn't come. You know a lot more than 4 people. I get it. It's frustrating. You clean your house. You have wine. Okay, finish the bottle of wine and go on and do something else. So I asked her, I said, okay, when you tell me your best tips so I can share with Kansas City on how you get goodies in the chair. And she gave some really good tips. One of them that I liked in particular was, I don't know about you, but sometimes when I invite people, I feel like they have a really weird hodgepodge of people. And it's kind of hard, like you've got outgoing Susie that's a teacher, and you've got really quiet Sally who you know from church, whatever. And it's hard to get all those people together. One of the things Wendy does is she tends to categorize people and invite by groups. So she might think, who do you know, if you go to a church, who do you know from church? Write their names down. And she may decide this week she's going to do an RRP for Friends of Church. And encourage them to bring other people. But then there's something, they have something in common. She may do people she knows that do real estate, or people that she knows that do any kind of home improvement. So for her, that works because then she kind of has a common theme. It's not always going to work that way, but it will do a couple things. It'll maybe make the connection, you mentally making connections of who to invite a little bit easier. It's like when you make the list. So think about a party, think about school teachers. Who can you list that you possibly could invite? So she categorizes people in groups. Then she sends them a text. And she said, hey, she always says, this is all she says. Hey, do you have 5 minutes? I want to run something by you. That's all she says. And then when they say yes, she picks up the phone and she calls them. I don't know about you. I don't know why phones ring. They're not supposed to be for talking. They're supposed to be for texting. But that's how she gets booties in the seat, because she calls people. And she calls them and just says really quickly. And she always has 2 dates. She really means it when she says pick 2 dates or 2 times. She often will do 2 times on the same date. because her house is clean. She's blocked it off. And so she may say, if I'm going to invite teachers, at 4 o'clock I'm going to have a party because they're going to be leaving school. They're not going to go home. They're going to come straight to your house. Because once people go home, they're done. They take off their shoes, take off your bra, and you're done. You're done for the day. Mike, I know you do. Admit it. They're done for the day. They don't want to get back out. So think about that when you're scheduling. If you were going to go to a party, when would you be more likely to show up? So Wendy will do like a 4 o'clock and a 6 o'clock. Because people who work traditional jobs that get off at 5, 5:30, they could probably get there by 6 o'clock. So she does 2 in one day. So when she calls them, all she says is, hey, I'm having some people over. Of course, we're going to do some Neora talk, but I also have some samples. I'm looking for some more before and afters. Wondered if I could borrow your face. Come over. Okay. And then everybody she has walk in the door, she puts 1 hydrogel on them. Takes pictures, puts 1 hydrogel on, and then at the end of the party, they have their own before and after to use. She also puts it on immediately when people walk in the door after she takes the picture, because if you leave a hydrogel on for 20 minutes, it's going to work. If you leave it on for 30 minutes, it's great. If you leave it on for 40 minutes and take it off, everybody in this world will see some kind of result. The longer you leave it on, the better. So she puts them on immediately, because then they don't think about it. And then when she wraps around to take after pictures, they've had it on for 40 minutes. So, and then she puts them in a little pic collage and gives them to them. At the party, she tells them, like I said, why she invites them. Hey, I'm having a bunch of teachers over. Would love to share this with you. It may or may not be for you, but I'd like to have you at least take a look at it, because I think we have a blast doing this together. So I told you she takes the before and after pictures, slaps on a hydrogel. She always starts on time. And all Wendy does, she doesn't show videos anymore. You can. If you are someone who does not like to stand up in front of people and talk, it's coming. You'll be doing this. She tells them to show a video. There's a million videos in the back office, so pick one on product and one on opportunity. There's short ones, and play those if you don't like to talk. If you are a storyteller, she has laminated pictures, and that's what Wendy does. She gets up laminated pictures, she shows before and after, goes through the product line. Again, like on the sunscreen where you can't tell, you can't show a before and after. You can't show a before and after of EHT. I'm sure you could if you had neurological scanning and all that good stuff, but most of us don't. So you tell a story, what has EHT done for you? If you don't have a personal story, what has it done for someone on your team? So one thing my team does is we share those kind of stories so that when we're doing a party, we can, like, I can hold something up and say, hey, this is my teammate, and this is what it's done for her. We also do it for online parties, which I'll talk about. And that's all. So Wendy closes the party. And here I think sometimes the hardest part, besides getting booties in the seats, what do you say to close a party? Because at the end of the party, you're not doing it for giggles. You're doing it to grow your business. But how do you ask friends and family to turn over their credit card and buy? So what Wendy does is she gives everybody a brand partner application and a preferred customer application. And she does that because the packs, the kits, are on the brand partner application. The other reason she does that is because the discounted prices are now on the brand partner application. And she walks through them. She starts with a $1,000 kit and says, this kit's $1,000. Here's what it contains. Has everything you would want in it. By the way, you're saving $800. It's the best deal. So if you're a bargain shopper, this is the thing to do. And then she'll go down to the $500 kit eventually, and that one saves you $350. So she starts there because if people are wanting to save money, even just the thought of saving money, like I said, I'll add 19 things to my cart to get free shipping. I might be willing to try a kit because I'm going to save the most money. May not yet be interested in the business, but then they have that opportunity even just to continue to reorder now at a 10% discount or roughly 10% discount. So that's how Wendy closes the party. She hands it out, talks about the kits, and then says, you know, if you want to save money, here's where you want to go. If you don't, let me know and I'll help you. We'll talk about what products are interesting for you. I know it sounds simple. She does tell them it's a tax write-off. That sometimes helps people. She does give the advice, which I think is wise, to have people, she always has the paper applications because you're visiting with people and you don't want to stop what you're doing and be locked into your computer, which is what happens. So she has everybody fill out a paper application. And then especially if it's a new brand partner and they leave and they walk out the door and they get 5 minutes down the road and they think, what did I just do? I just gave her my credit card for $500. Now I'm going to start this business that I'm not sure I want to start. She's already got it. And then when they call, I've already got it entered. Trust me, I'm going to help you through this. But you want to make sure you have it on paper because people will freak out when they leave. So, and then it also leaves you free to visit and not be stuck attached to your computer. I will also share that my team recently has had really good success with online parties. Some people love them. Again, some people hate them. It's personal preference. We're doing them a little bit non-traditional. They always say, don't just have a bunch of people, right? Ask for permission. I will tell, there's a new national marketing director, Tiffany Boggs. And Tiffany, last month alone, had 7 Lexus earners on her team. And so, 7, yeah. 7. And so I have picked her brain, what she does, and how she does it is she starts people on online parties. As soon as she starts, a new brand partner signs up, she asks them, when in the next 24 to 48 hours do you have 40 minutes? And when they say, well, tomorrow, she's like, awesome, I'm going to set up an online party. I'm going to invite you. You need to invite 125 to 150 people. And I'll walk you through the rest. So that's what Tiffany's been doing. Again, this is not corporately what they recommend. They would not say, just blanket add that many people. But it's working for her. And you can go in on an online party and message every person with one little click of a button. It goes to them individually in their inbox. And she'll say, hey, I'm having a little party, got some freebies, giving away some hydrogel sets. I hope you can join. Click below. I'd love to see you on. All they got to do is click join below. I will tell you I've done 3 in the last about month and invited anywhere from 100 to 125 people. And I've had anywhere from 30 to 38 people online each time. So for whatever reason, that format's working. Again, it's not what is taught from stage, but it's practical. And I ask for your permission to tell you what's working for us. For me, I have 3 brand new Class A's because I did one last week under that format, and they were interested in, some were interested in the product, saving money on the product, one was interested in the car. So it's getting attention, and people, they don't have to click. It's not a big deal if they don't join, but if there's any interest at all, they're going to join, and you can run the online party. I know Raylan has the slides that we use for the online party. It's super easy. We're done usually in 40 minutes, and then you just have to follow up from there. So if you're interested in online parties, you can reach out to Raylan. You can reach out to me. I'll help you through that process. I'll do one with you the first time if you want somebody to help you through the online party process, because they do work. And if you're someone who's a little bit more leery of an in-person party, try one of those first, but don't use it as an excuse not to do an in-home party. Okay, use it as an added. What I tend to do is invite people to that one that don't live within 30 miles of me. If I have a friend in Texas, they're probably not ever going to come to my house for an RRP. So I invite them to online party. So it's great to use it for that reason. Again, it never can replace in-home. It's not live. You're copying and pasting. Post, photos, and you go from there. So it's a lot less personal, but for some people, that's what they prefer right now. On the online world, they like to be a little bit more incognito and kind of behind the scenes. Any questions on RRPs? All right, we're going to rock and roll. So the first thing I want to do, and this is what I told you I didn't do personal development because it was too foo-foo for me, and now I'm like, let's dream. You've got to dream. You've got to dream. You've got to know why you're doing this. You've got to know why you're going to grind every single day when you don't want to. So we're going to talk for a second. Hey, I forgot this. This is in your back office. If you don't know, these are the things you should be plugging into. Nearing you, corporate call. Those are kind of 2 no-brainers. If you can't do them live, it's okay. They're recorded. They're in the back office. Literally, we have no excuse not to do them. If you drive to work and you have a 15-minute drive, start listening to one. Between a couple days, you can listen to the whole talk. You don't have to listen to it all at once.
Can you hold that just for a second?
Absolutely.
She's trying to take a picture.
Yeah, please. Absolutely.
Send it to her.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so we're going to talk a second about dreams. And here's what I want to share with you about dreams. I told you I have a family business, and I kind of was just happy where I was, but what I realized is I could quit dreaming. And part of the reason I think I quit dreaming, let's see if I can do this without crying. I usually can't. is because I think, especially if you're a person of faith, we're taught be grateful for the blessings you have.
Amen.
I don't know about you, I have more than I deserve.
Amen.
And more comes my way and I don't deserve it. But God gave you a brain to dream. And what God wants, my God wants for you, is everything you want for yourself. It is not selfish to dream big. It does not mean you're not grateful. Use the blessings God's given you, dream bigger, and go out and help more people. That's what God made us to do. Not sit steady, this is one of my favorite quotes. Settling is not an expression of gratitude. So just sitting still where you are is not serving God, it's not serving you, it's not serving the people around you that are waiting for some kind of opportunity. So here's what I'm going to ask you to do. I told you guys to be a little bit interactive today. So I'm going to give you some action items to do. I'm going to try to pull you a little bit out of your comfort zone. We're going to get some samples out. We're going to set a couple party dates. So run for the hills now if you don't want to go there with me. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to be honest and get out a piece of paper and write down 3 dreams. And please don't give me the easy ones. Right? Don't give me what's easy to say, what's easy to think. Give me, when you close your eyes at night, what do you dream about? Where do you go? Who would you help? Where would you live? What do you pray for? That's the dreams you're going for. And that's why we show up every single day in this business. So, what I'm going to do is ask you to write 3 dreams down and really dig deep. And then, if there's a few of you that are willing to share it and stand up and really put it out there in the world, I would love for you to do that. I'll tell you what my dreams are because I won't ask you to do something that I won't do myself. I told you I have a good job. I'm blessed. Making 6-figure income is great. I don't have time freedom. My family deserves both. I deserve both, which is hard to say because I have more than I need. But my family deserves everything life has to offer. And there's more than just a 9-to-5 job. So I want the income and I want the time freedom. So my dad is retiring in 2 years, and my goal is to walk out the door with him. And I'm going to do this full time because it's going to give me what I'm dreaming about. So that's my first one. My second kind of crazy thing is I told you Molly, my 14-year-old, is a type 1 diabetic. We have good insurance, but we're still out of pocket about $17,000 a year between premiums and then all the other expenses that go with it. Our out-of-pocket deductibles, all that good stuff. I want to have a treasure chest of $30,000 sitting in an account for Molly every day for the rest of her life, so that if she needs it, if she loses a job, if her insurance isn't as good, there's never any question how Molly's going to take care of herself. It's hard to think about having a savings account of $30,000 just sitting there that you're never going to touch. But that's what I want for my daughter, because that's what she deserves. She didn't ask for this chronic illness, but I can help her if she needs it, and that's what that's going to do. So that's my other one. Then my third one is I have a travel bug, and I've not been able to travel as much as I want. And I would love to be able to take my family on one international trip every single year, somewhere different. And as our family grows, as our kids have spouses, partners, kids, I want to be able to take them with us. So Stout Party of 5 is going to grow and grow and grow, and I want to take everybody in the Stout Party with us on vacation. So there's my 3 kind of wild dreams. It's hard to say them because putting it out in the universe, then all of a sudden you all can hold me accountable for it. So take 5 minutes or so, write down 3 dreams, and then any of you that are willing to share, I'd love to have you connect. It's a powerful thing to put it out there in the universe. So go, 3 dreams. I haven't told my dad yet, by the way. Just wondering. He's How many mamas are out here? Happy Mother's Day.
Get 2 hands of grandchildren.
You should. And a crown. And a crown. I always tell my kids, like, not anytime soon. But I think that'll be the coolest thing when you